Hello and welcome to What Happens in Gaming. I am Ian Kennedy and I'm about to unbox the Nintendo Switch. This is my store and this is my counter. I bring my goods to you. First out is a Nintendo Switch upside down.
Oh, look at that.
It's so smooth. Slight dents in the box, but it's okay.
Oh no.
Second out, we'll not complicate it, we'll set these to the side, is an official Nintendo Switch carry case with LCD screen protector because you don't want those scratches. Set that to the side, and last but not least, probably the most popular game of ever, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Okay.
No sleep.
No sleep tonight. No sleep tonight. I've just come from Game on Union Street.
Okay.
We were streaming live, you would know that. If you like What Happens in Gaming, Facebook and Twitter. These are our new hoodies, they're very goody. A goody hoodie. We met quite a lot of people tonight and the consensus was that people were mostly buying for Zelda. Some people didn't buy games at Game, and I think that was just due to price reasons. Yeah. Some people are getting electronic download games, and the other popular games were Bomberman and probably 1-2 Switch. Yes, so this is me finally got hold of one. And I'm going to unbox it. I'll give you a look at all sides.
Turn that around so it says Nintendo.
Yep.
Yeah.
So on the back there, it's the main console dock and the controller docks as well for the Joy-Cons.
Joy-Con grip.
Joy-Con grip, thank you.
And
And on the other
picture
side.
on the side of all the contents.
Yes, there is. It's on this side.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very small. So you're getting the tablet, Switch console itself. You're getting the Joy-Cons. You are getting a USB charger.
The mains lead.
Mains lead, yeah. That's the console dock. That's the grip.
Yeah.
That's two wrist straps and adapters for the end of the Joy-Cons. And that must be an HDMI cable.
I'm getting really excited.
You're getting excited.
I'm getting really excited.
Cool. Here's pictures as well. This is things. Okay, it's also available in grey, as you know. I will open it up facing you. Okay.
Yep.
Let us flick. And let us flip and let us flick.
Yeah.
It's upside down. No.
Oh no.
There we go. We've got some more instructions here. Are you ready?
I like how I wonder if you get the grey one, if the little images.
I think they will be.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's tiny. That's really small. I should probably. I know like some people do
see his face.
these videos and they like compare things for size.
Oh sure.
So I don't really have anything about, but we'll go. Here is a Nintendo Switch compared to a size 10 UK shoe. Okay, that's the new standard for measuring everything. So if you have a size 10 UK shoe at home, please come and see what it looks like. We'll pull out the console, shall we?
Yeah,
And
whip it out.
feel the weight. You ready?
Yeah.
So it is quite thick actually. It's a wee bit thicker than expected.
Oh really?
It's pretty light though, I have to say. Yeah, there's like thickness. I might compare it to my size 10 shoe again. So it's about the thickness of a fingernail probably.
Okay.
It's not like, compared to like an iPad or something, it's definitely like twice as thick.
Yeah. Oh,
It looks nice, it looks really nice. I don't want to touch the screen.
Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't have any like kind of a little screen sheet that you get like on phones and usually.
So there's two wee notches here. I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's to click in when it's docked maybe, but I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Might be
No,
speakers.
well, that's the that must be it might be actually the bottom. That's the
There-
bottom of the unit.
I don't know if you'll get that in the camera, but it looks to be there's a little camera in
It's an
there.
IR sensor or
Like
something.
an IR sensor, you know.
Yeah.
So here's the sides for where the Joy-Cons dock. I'm assuming that'll be the same on the other side. And I've got that new smell in my
Well,
nose.
you didn't. You should probably smell the bag.
I'm gonna get my nose deep in the bag.
Yeah.
There's the game card slot. It's pretty solid. I'm worried if that'll wear over time. It's pretty stiff.
I mean, what's it like on the 3DS and things like that? It doesn't have a slot, does it?
No, they just click in.
Cart hole.
Yeah, it's a cart hole. You don't want to get dust in your cart hole.
No, this is true.
So you got
My
power.
dad used to tell me that.
You got power here and volume as well. So it's fairly simple. There's not really much to it, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have a wee.
Get a waft in the bag.
Yeah. I'm more excited for the Joy-Con smell, to be honest.
Oh no.
Should I be smelling things?
Yeah, give us a smell.
That's the got. Oh, I never even talked about the back. Look, it's got nice decal, more fanny. I wonder if that
Does
will
that have a feel? You know, is it embossed or is it like just flat?
slightly
Okay.
embossed. Yeah,
And the kickstand.
it's all fingerprints now.
That's the speakers in the back, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. There's the USB as well on the bottom.
Okay, the
We're doing a good
USB-C.
job of this, aren't we? Right, so this kickstand, people have gone crazy with the kickstand. Oh, there's your memory card slot in there as well.
Yeah.
So kickstand will stand you up just now,
Sweet.
and we'll get onto a Joy-Con.
Okay, these look very nice.
Blue or red? What's
Red.
your
Has to
poison?
be.
Had to be red. Tabletop Simon. Okay.
Oh wow,
It's-
that's way. It's kind of like it's way brighter than I thought. It's neon right enough, isn't it?
That wee tiny plus button there. I have to say, although it's light, it's solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is your extra SL and SR buttons, and that's the sync button.
Yeah. So
button?
those act like the shoulder buttons, yeah, for when you're using it. and
That
kinda
must be
like-
to clip it on and off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these are your two shoulder buttons. They're pretty solid, stoppy feel. They're not like spongy at all.
No.
A, B, A, Y, X, plus button, home button,
I believe that
thumbstick, thumbstick clicks.
the triggers and things, they're not analog triggers, or at least they're not in the Pro Controller.
No, they're definitely
just
not.
clickies.
It's just a clicky.
Yeah.
It would be, what button would I liken that to? Probably like no, not even an R1 on a PlayStation. I think maybe even the LB and RB and an Xbox One pad.
Okay.
So number 2, much the same. All buttons feel. There's a little bit of a difference in sound there, I think. It's louder on the blue one.
Okay.
It's maybe different contents. They're much the same weight. That's a share button. And there's your minus button.
And
The
the
click does
innards
stick.
of the Joy-Cons are slightly different. You'll see there in the red one. That's an
Oh,
iron
yeah.
that's in the bottom.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's the red one. There's also some stuff written in the back here, I see.
Oh yeah.
So it's technology. Oh no, they're both the same.
Yeah. Does that say nom?
It does say nom. Hungry Nintendo.
Dom dom.
Yep.
Sweet.
So that's your 2. Shall we slide them in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. We shall. This is going to be
Now,
hard.
just for people at home, if you're doing this yourself, we're not going to actually turn on the console just now. But if you're doing this at home, you probably want to turn the console on before you slot the Joy-Cons in, because you do get a bit of an intro with it,
Oh, okay.
and you get a nice switch sound.
Okay. We'll do this now. Double click. It's in. It's in. I'm just going to set this here.
Okay.
In fact, let's go back to our original comparison
You want to take
of a size 10 shoe. And as you can see, it's probably about size 8. Maybe a 7.
Yeah, Nintendo
UK.
Switch, a size 8 shoe.
Right, so we'll lift it up.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's got a bit more weight to it now.
Uh-huh.
It does feel a little bit weird holding it in one side. Like it feels a little bit, not bendy, but like you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Feels like you should definitely hold it in 2. I have to say though, it's very, very comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hands, like these smooth corners, really nice. Really nice. Yeah. It's like a strange looking hybrid portable, which is what it is.
Well, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks awesome. It really does.
It does. I'm really happy with the kickstand as well. That I can just prop it up there and let it sit. So, let's lift the layer.
Well, let's see if everything that was on the side of the box is in the box.
Yes. So that's not necessary just now.
Okay.
Set that to the side. So these look like 2 little slidey things for the Joy-Cons. Extra
Okay.
grips.
The Joy-Con wrist straps.
Wrist straps. I
They
wonder
give a
if
little
these-
bit more drift to the Joy-Cons for like, the shoulder buttons and things.
Yep.
You need to be careful putting these on.
There's a lock button there.
Yeah, some people have been having issues with getting these on and off the Joy-Cons, so just be careful when you're.
We'll see if we
putting
can do
them
it.
on. Yeah, may as well.
Right, okay. We'll take the switch and we shall push the button and click.
Okay.
Easy as that. Now I wonder, is there a side that these go? There
Yeah,
must be,
so you
so
match-
the plus and the minus
They
match
do
up.
each. Whoa, hold on. So each one fits on both. If you know what I mean, like it switches
right.
around, so you have to match up the minus and the minus.
Okay, alright, that's pretty cool.
No,
So
no.
there's a plus there, yeah, so,
No. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
that's it there.
right, I get it.
Okay.
Matching the minus with the minus,
Okay.
pop it in and slide. And it
Nice.
slides in, clicks in nice, and then
that's
you
sort of
lock it.
tab. Okay.
So it's a little
How
bit
do-
bigger now.
Yeah. How does that feel? Like.
It feels doable. I don't know if anyone's ever had a Game Boy Advance Micro.
Okay. Okay.
It probably feels much like a Game Boy Advance Micro. It feels like it might get a bit crampy in your hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like your two thumbs are quite close together,
Mhm.
but as you can see, there's a bigger gap between the two sides.
Okay.
That I don't know if that button now is dead, but it's kind of there in the way. I would definitely push it by accident.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because you can obviously use the Joy-Con like, as a left and the right, you know, in your hands.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the triggers
slightly
actually deactivate when. Yeah, maybe you set up like, what mode you're using them in.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
So matching up, plus and plus, and down it goes. So this one's the opposite way round. Yeah, this one's not as comfortable. That
Yeah,
button's definitely filling me.
The actual analog sticks kind of more towards the centre.
Yeah.
That one, isn't it?
I would say the blue one's more comfortable for
Okay.
me,
Okay.
but this one's got the proper buttons.
Sure.
Although I know it's unavoidable, but obviously when you're holding it this way,
Yeah,
you're facing the
buttons
wrong
are-
way. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Set these to the side. Delve further into the box. Next we have important information. And you know what we do with important information?
Yep.
We don't really, but
We
I'll
just
get
did.
that back.
We just
Can I have
did.
that back?
Nope. In the bin now.
HDMI cable.
Nice.
I'll unwrap
Nice.
it, but
To have them supply that.
big solid Nintendo
Yeah.
signs. Don't know what version of HDMI that is, what level. High speed cable, it just says. Pretty standard.
Yeah.
A fair. Pretty good. The Wii U came with that as well. Not the same one, but it did come with one. So I'll just slide that back in. And here's the plug. It's a chunky man. Chunky plug. That's the wrong way, Ian. Well done. Oh, it's probably actually heavier than the Switch. That's a beast. I have heard that if you want to recharge the good with not the Nintendo plug, you're kind of looking for USB-C.
Yeah. I mean that's what you need for the console. But I've heard a lot of different things about the actual the power throughput for the adapter you're going to use. You really need to get one. I can't remember the exact voltages, but you need to kind of check that out. Same with the USB battery packs you can get. You have to make sure that it's rated quite high, otherwise it won't really offset if you're playing it at the same time.
Okay.
So it can run down. But they do extend your battery life, but it won't necessarily charge it. Whereas if you're running off the official charger, it will charge it.
It'd be interesting to see how much battery's in that
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's just a health and safety leaflet. It's standard.
Okay.
A fair about make sure you're locking the kickstand out and stuff, and be careful when you're disconnecting Joy-Cons. I'm not sure what this is in the middle. I know that's going to be the unit.
I know what that is.
Okay, well I'll get it now. Oh, there's another thing as well. I think if we were pre-ordering a game, we were supposed to get a poster. Someone was telling us for sale.
yeah.
I never got a poster or
No.
a wristband. I'm not going
No.
to cry about it, but
I might cry.
You
I
might
forgot
cry.
about it. I got too excited.
yeah,
about
you
getting the
get
console.
excited. People.
Oh man, that sucks. You bumped me out now. I want a poster. I like posters to throw in the bin.
Yeah, it's your gift and right as a
Yeah.
UK citizen.
That's
Sounds
right.
American.
Yeah.
Shall we continue?
Yes, let's continue.
Okay. So, oh, I know what this is now. That was obvious. So another thing to click your switches into, your Joy-Cons. Click your cons in.
Hold on. Tilt that back to you a wee bit. That's
Yeah.
better, yeah, man. Sorry. Yeah.
It's not in, it's slightly embossed this time, like slightly raised. It's very plastic at the outsides, but the middle's got solid units in it.
Okay, so
for
that's the
sliding.
rails, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
solid
similar
rails.
construction to the actual unit
There's the
itself.
back. That just looks like it's been stuck onto the block.
Yeah.
It says Nintendo. So we'll chuck the Joy-Cons onto that and
Yeah.
see how they feel.
Let's do it.
This could be interesting trying to get these back off because it wasn't fun.
Yeah,
It's definitely not
people are
fun.
having difficulties. You unlocked it, yeah.
Yeah, I unlocked it, but then you want to push it. If you're locking it, you pushing down to lock. So you need to pull it to unlock, but then you need to push it from the.
Oh,
You can't push it from the back end because the lock's in the way.
Sure,
That's probably
sure.
the problem with that.
Yeah. It's a shame because it seemed that it locks into the unit really nice and quite easy. And from what I've seen, you know, into the Joy-Con grip as well, you know, really nice
It's
and,
okay
and
now.
easy. Maybe
Yes,
it'll,
too.
something that will kind of loosen off a bit, or
Okay, I'll go blue. Slots in, nice,
that's
easy.
a really nice, satisfying snap.
There we go, and red.
Oh yeah.
So-
It looks, it's weird. Everyone's kind of saying it online, but it does look smaller. Even looking at it through the screen here as I'm filming,
Size tension.
it looks smaller in real life than it does in the video. It's really weird.
So if I was to compare this, it's so much lighter than an Xbox controller. Probably slightly lighter than a PS4 controller.
Sure.
The buttons all feel where they should be. It's different. It is certainly small though. It definitely feels that way. I think it's just again an amalgamation of the two.
Yeah. Interesting. It's nice though. I really like the colours with the grip.
I assume that this gives you battery light indicators.
I think it's either, yeah, I think that's right, or at least maybe, I don't know, it must be battery light indicators. I was thinking that maybe like player numbers or something, but
Right,
but no, I think you're probably right.
there's
It's probably
4
battery-
there, yeah.
probably battery light numbers, letters, numbers.
So it's not a
Indicator.
charging one it comes with, it's just a standard grip
That's right,
to
yeah.
hold them. And obviously you can also play in tabletop mode with kickstand and just holding the two Joy-Cons
Yeah.
separately. So, next box part. Simon's running out of data. This will be the unit itself.
Yeah, the actual.
Now, I've seen this before. It looks like there's nothing in it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you now, there does feel to be a little bit of weight to it,
Okay.
which has surprised me because it looked empty. So it looks like some sort of like when Nintendo released the Circle Pad Pro. It's just basic matte black finish.
Yeah.
So it's the big thick end. There's down there where the console connects
yeah.
in.
Let me see if I can see that. I can't quite get. Tilt it back towards you a bit. And again. Ah, good. That's fine. Someone commented online saying that looks like a little robot's face in there.
I'll have to have a
See
look.
that?
Yeah, it totally does. I'm interested to see how this actually works though, because it doesn't look. Oh, the weight of the system must push that down. When you look at it, it's not the USB's not sticking up at all. So the weight of the system must push the plastic down.
that's really clever actually.
Mhm. So two USBs at the side,
Yeah.
and also this opens up for HDMI out, a USB, and an AC adapter, as it says. I'm not quite sure why that would be there. Maybe for the fan. No, power cable runs out here.
Yeah. Not really sure. Is there an
There's-
opening inside when you look into the dock? You know, can you see it right through to that hole?
Yeah,
Maybe it is a fan thing then. Where, if you look at the unit, does it have
Yeah,
anything?
there must be a right way round. Aye, there definitely
that's
is.
to the front.
Right, we'll deal with
Yeah,
that
yeah,
soon.
no
Okay, so I'm going to click that back over. That is kind of plasticky feeling.
Mm.
But this is the pièce de resistance. I think this is really nice. It might not translate to camera, but it's actually got a kind of rough feel to it.
Okay.
It's really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I like that the logo looks lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So this is going this way, you tell me?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So you're just going to slot her down.
Slot her down.
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Definitely feels a wee bit wobbly.
Yeah, I've heard that online again, people saying that, but...
There you go, that's the console all together.
That looks pretty impressive with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
There's the side of a size 10 tube.
The universal unit of measurement.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've slotted the... So if you want to take it out and slot it back in.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go, slotting it in.
Switch goes slot.
Nice.
It does find its way there.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
slightly off. Hopefully it won't scratch the bottom.
Yeah, I think that's why they've got it with that little bit at the bottom that seems
Yeah,
to
cushion
recess.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep, so unclick. And 1 and 2. And here we go.
There you go, and that's the unit there itself. You just turn that around, put the Joy-Cons down, just turn that to an angle slightly. Okay, man. So what does that feel like when you lift that?
This unit, bit wobbly.
Yeah.
You can see it wobbling at the top there.
Yeah, you can.
It's still not. I don't think the unit is fouling the screen,
No.
which is good.
That was a worry
Seems
I
to have
had.
clear daylight there. There's also a headphone jack here, which we didn't
Oh, yeah.
mention, but it's just a standard affair. Unless you're Apple and you've moved away from that.
That's
It's
awesome.
definitely wobbly, but
That's cool.
it doesn't click down like it's just a kind of token. You can see daylight there though, so yeah, there's some nice. It's not. It's just plastic. With a wee bit of smooth rubber at the bottom to kind of cradle the machine. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just want to switch it on.
Yeah.
So I've been very patient, and I'm now going to go and give it a wee shot, see what the operating system's like, and see what Zelda's like, and then we'll get back to you with our impressions of how we think it goes. Okay? Remember to like and follow us. What happens in gaming?
Woohoo!
Please.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.